You're saying like you've seen incredible changes with hormones after patients get off GLP-1 drugs?
Yeah, so a few of our patients that have also done semaglutide or tirzepatide, they are also on hormones. And so I've seen like a lot of changes once they stop the medical weight loss. Their muscle continues to go up, but fat continues to go down. And so that's been honestly really great for these patients because they're obviously still wanting to maintain where they're at, but their muscle is increasing.
That's like a huge problem because with semaglutide and Tirzepatide, people are seeing like what, 40%. Like if they're not doing anything else, you're seeing like 40% or 50% muscle loss when they're losing their weight. Half or almost half of that weight is muscle, which is like horrible.
And I feel like we do see the muscle loss, but it's not as dramatic in patients that are on hormones. And then after they're done, that muscle almost comes back. Like they're not at the same point where they were before they lost 50 pounds, but their muscle is continuing to go up. So even though they didn't lose as much muscle, they're also gaining that muscle back.
Did they?
Really interesting.
Yeah. Are they all doing EMS or even without that?
I don't think all of them have done it consistently. I think they've done it at some point in the process, but not like continuously doing it.
I've seen the people who do EMS though, they have amazing results.
Yeah.
Have you seen that in our
I've seen it in a few of our clients for sure. I feel like there's one patient specifically that I think of that every time he comes in and does an in-body, I'm like, you're perfect. It's like you're constantly gaining muscle, losing fat. And he feels great, but he constantly does MIHA as well as hormones.
Tom?
No,
Yeah, he's phenomenal. But the funny thing is, whatever we do to help, it always comes back down to the two things. It's like diet and exercise.
Yeah. And that's what I see. The patients that have adapted those good habits, especially while on semaglutide, they're the ones that see the best results after, because it's like anything. If you don't change your lifestyle habits, it's going to come back. But the patients that have used the semaglutide or the medical weight loss to their benefit, they have worked hard on diet and exercise throughout the process. After, coupled with the hormones, they tend to have really good, longer lasting results on patients that don't.
Yeah. So tell me about notable things with testosterone that you've seen. You're a nurse that they talk to a lot, right? And you help answer their questions and help guide them through things. What have they talked about as far as like changes, and what have they told you?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the number one thing is like energy. Like they didn't realize, like I think everyone comes in, I'm tired, but that's normal in our society for the most part. I feel like everyone's tired. We're always working, managing life. But I don't think that a lot of people realized how tired they actually were and how many things they weren't doing in their life because of the fatigue and tiredness. So I'd say energy is like the number one thing that patients are happy about. Also, obviously muscle gain. I think a lot of people as they get older just think this is supposed to happen. This is normal, the dad bods kind of a thing, but then they like start to reverse it. And it makes them want to work out. It makes them want to eat better because they're seeing results and they feel stronger. So they're naturally wanting to go and do these things. Also, I feel like sleep has been impacted too. Better sleep, which obviously leads into better energy as well.
Yeah.
So those are probably the top three things.
I call it the positive snowball.
Yes.
Because when you feel better, it's like you want to do more things to feel better. But when you have the testosterone also, it gives you the motivation on top of, you call it energy, motivation. It's all kind of goes together.
Yeah.
You have energy, so you have that ability now.
Yeah.
Right. And then there is like a psychological motivating thing though too, that you're like, you just want to go do things.
Yeah. And I think like Brandon is a really good example. Like I have seen him like 360 change from going to the gym, eating better, even his family and his partner notices. And then it just makes these small habits change, not only for the self, but like the family as well, which is motivating.
Yeah. He was one of those guys who was very hesitant to start hormones. And I feel like he worked way too hard for like almost a year probably before starting hormones with us. And he did make some significant gains or losses, I will say.
By himself.
Weight loss.
He did.
It was working with us, and we did like MIC shots, we did EMS with him, but all of us sat back and knew like, if you only did that, you'd be like,
yeah. And I would feel like even within the first 3 months, maybe even 2 months of him starting, there was a lot more noticeable changes than the whole year he had been with us, slowly chipping away at it.
Yeah, exactly. I always think to people like, why do you want to do it the hard way?
Yeah. Yeah. Especially when your body's like almost working against you.
Yeah.
Sense.
That's exactly what it is, though.
Yeah.
I don't think people understand that once you get at a certain age and you're not there yet, your body literally starts to work against you. And the only way to change that is to fix those hormones.
Yeah.
I think that the understanding is just not out there enough. And people are like, well, I can do it myself. And I'm like, you can't, sorry.
Yeah. There's a limit to that, doing it yourself.
Yeah.
There's only as far, if you have a dream of feeling a certain way or having a certain body image or feeling a certain strength, there's a limit to that at some point. And I feel like with hormone therapy, it helps all of your areas of your life so you're able to get to where you want to be.
I mean, the truth of the matter is, in nature, we're slowly declining after a certain age. And so if you're okay with going the natural way or whatever it is you're calling it, like, I don't know the resistance though. Is it ego? Is it just like you feel like it's not natural, then mess with that? But if you feel like it's unnatural, then mess with that, then that's okay. But just know the consequences are you're going to be limited, and what you're going to be able to accomplish is going to decrease.
Yeah. And I think that's also another good point. It's like these hormones are natural to your body. And so it's like your body just doesn't make them anymore. So it's just another way to feel young and to have all the hormones in your body that you had when you were in your 20s, when you were feeling your best and doing all the things. Yeah. So I think that that's another good point to make is, you know, you can slowly let your body kind of stop making the things that make you feel good, or you can add them back into your body so you are feeling good again and wanting to do all the things you want to do.
Yeah, that's why I tell people ultimately, like, well, you don't have to do anything. It's a choice. You just know that if you choose not to, you're just going to be subject to whatever your age does to you. You know?
Oh yeah, and once you're retired, that's when you have time to like do all
the
things. And you want to feel good during retirement. You spent all those hard years working, where it's like if you start hormones and start feeling good once you retire, you can go do those things. You can go travel. You can get down on the floor with your grandkids or whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like it is.
That's the crazy irony about it, right? Like by the time you have more time to do things that you want to do, like retirement, you're physically not able to.
Yeah.
Or less able to.
Yeah.
So this is like why it's been such a mission for us here. You know, it's just like, all right, well, let's fix this because life gets longer. The quantity of life keeps going up because of our medical advances and our knowledge, but then quality of life keeps going down because you just can't change that in your body, but you can. You can help it, you know, you can slow it down, you can reverse it. It's an amazing thought. Any like really notable stories that are like pop up for you as far as like successes and like other ones actually?
Well, I would say one of our patients, it's a female, she's younger, like in her 30s maybe, and she, I think, lost maybe like 60 or 70 pounds on medical weight loss, but also has been doing hormones, and just her persona has changed. Like obviously her body composition has changed, but her persona, she's like, I want to go to the gym. She sails. She wants to go to her sailing. She feels like she can physically do all of this stuff. And I mean, she's younger. She's like in her 30s, but it's been something she's dealt with all of her life. And she finally feels the confidence and the ability physically to go do all the things that she wants to do. I think she's one of my favorite success stories because as a being a woman and knowing, you know, how body composition and like how you feel about yourself and confidence can control your life, it's been amazing to see her kind of blossom into the person that like she knew she was. She just had, you know, some hormonal imbalances that blocked that for her. And I think she's been a star. And she's doing Miha, she's doing all the things. And then, of course, Brandon. But we already talked about Brandon.
Thank you for doing awesome work.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It's great. I love preventative.
It's like optimal.
Yeah.
You want to like, or like taking a step beyond prevention is just like, just like maximize your life.
Yeah. We're not putting Band-Aids on anything. We're helping people grow and do what they want to do. Cool. Thank you.